see it every day on TV, on people's face, outside. Color. We are able to admire every single color possibly imagined without taking it for granted. Some people are not lucky enough to see every shade of color. Some people are colorblind. Many people tend to have a misconception about colorblindness because they think that colorblindness means that you're unable to see in black and white, which is not true. So today I will inform you what it means to be colorblind. Being a person that likes to tease my friends and sister by telling them that they're colorblind when they cannot distinguish between certain colors made me want to research and inform myself about what it means to be colorblind. Learning about colorblindness will help us better understand what it means to be colorblind as well as how it can affect a person's life. So first I'll give you some background information on colorblindness. Secondly, what can cause colorblindness, and finally, how it can affect a person's life. So what is colorblindness? Colorblindness is the inability to distinguish between certain colors. And there are several types of colorblindness. In our eyes, we have cone cells that detect color. We have 3 types of cones that see the colors red, green, and blue. When colorblindness occurs when one or more of these color cone cells are not there, are non-functioning, or detect a different color than normal. There are several according to a November article in the Wall Street Journal entitled New Outlook on Colorblindness, about 8% of men and 0.5% of women have some degree of colorblindness. There are several types of colorblindness. One type of colorblindness is anomalous trichromacy, in which people are able to see in all 3 different ranges because they have all 3 types of cones, but use these 3 cones in different proportions from the normal trichromat, which are people who see normal vision. They are not able to distinguish between similar colors or detect shades of a certain color. Another type of colorblindness is dichromacy, in which you are missing 1 cone. There are 3 types of dichromacy: deuteranopia, where there are no green cones; pronotopia, where there are no red cones; and trinopia, where there are no blue cones. Another form of colorblindness is achromatopsia, in which you have the inability to see color at all, either resulting from complete absence of color cone cells or severe defects on those that are present. People with achromatopsia cannot only see shades of gray, black, and white, and they also present a condition named nystagmus, which is the rapidly side-to-side jerking of the eye. Here we have a chart of how people with normal color vision see, people with pronotopia vision see, trinotopia, and deuteranopia see. So now that we learned a bit about what can cause the types of colorblindness, let's move on and explore the ways colorblindness can be caused. Colorblindness is either inherited genetically or can be caused by accidents. Inherited colorblindness is usually the result of receiving a defective X chromosome, which comes partly from the mother. Here we have a chart where we see the mother who carries a gene and the father who is not affected. They can either have an unaffected son, unaffected daughter, a daughter who carries the X chromosome gene, and an affected son, which he is colorblind. Colorblindness is not always inherited. It can be caused by severe damage to the head, in which it leaves a permanent damage to the eyes, such as the shaken baby syndrome. You can also acquire colorblindness by aging or eye problems such as macular degeneration or glaucoma. According to the Medline Plus website, last updated February 2013, when one gets tested for color deficiency problem, the doctor will show you several cards with colored dot patterns that will either form a number or a symbol. You will be asked to identify this symbol or number. Here we have a type of what that test looks like. What normal people will see, people with normal vision will see monotone vision, deuteranopia vision, and trinopia vision. So now that we learned a bit about what can cause colorblindness, let's explore the ways that it can affect daily life. Colorblindness can affect people because when they go shopping, they usually do not go shopping because they cannot differentiate the difference between colors, so they do not know if they're matching or not. It can also affect the way they drive because they do not know when the light turns green, yellow, or red. There still has been no cure for colorblindness. In most cases, colorblind people are only given dark shades. In an interview done by David Hamling with Professor of Ophthalmology at the University of Washington in Seattle, Jane Neitz, whose mission is to cure colorblindness, on June 2013 stated that after giving gene therapy to male squirrel monkeys who had only blue and green receptors, were able to gain full colored vision. Professor Neitz is still looking for a way to perform this same therapy on humans without there being any risk. So it is better to understand this condition to better understand what it means to be colorblind. So first, I give you some background information on colorblind. Secondly, what can cause colorblindness, and finally, the ways it can affect daily life. So next time we find ourselves admiring a beautiful red rose or the colors in a rainbow, keep in mind that you are given the opportunity to express yourself through the use of colors. Some people are not given this opportunity. Thank you.